Kodak was once a giant. They were synonymous with photography. For over a century, Kodak captured our memories. The company controlled a staggering 90% of the US film market. At their peak, they were a $30 billion company. It all began with George Eastman. In 1888, he founded Kodak with a simple goal: make photography accessible to everyone. Eastman's invention of roll film was revolutionary. It replaced fragile glass plates. Photography was no longer just for professionals. Kodak's Brownie camera, introduced in 1900, was a game changer. It was affordable and easy to use. The Brownie made photography a part of everyday life. Families could capture their own special moments. Kodak's success continued for decades. They became a household name. Their yellow and red logo was instantly recognizable around the world. Kodak was a true American icon. But change was on the horizon. In 1975, Kodak engineers made a startling invention: the first digital camera. This new technology had the potential to upend everything. Digital cameras did not need film. They could store thousands of photos. Instead of embracing this revolution, Kodak hesitated. They feared that digital photography would cannibalize their lucrative film business. So they made a fateful decision. Kodak decided to shelve the digital camera. They kept their invention a secret from the world. This decision would come back to haunt them. While Kodak clung to the past, others saw the future. New companies emerged, eager to capitalize on the potential of digital photography. Throughout the 1980s, digital technology advanced rapidly. Cameras became smaller, more affordable, and more powerful. A new era in photography was dawning. The 1990s saw the rise of digital photography. Companies like Sony and Canon released innovative digital cameras. These cameras were sleek and user-friendly. Consumers were drawn to the convenience and flexibility of digital. Kodak, meanwhile, struggled to adapt. They finally released their first digital camera in 1991, but it was too little, too late. Consumers were already embracing Kodak's competitors. Kodak was losing market share rapidly. Despite their struggles, Kodak still had a chance. They were a powerful brand with a long history. But their efforts to catch up in the digital market were too slow and often misdirected. In 2001, Kodak launched a major push into digital photography, but they were playing catch-up to companies like Canon and Sony. Kodak's digital cameras were often seen as inferior. Consumers had already made their choice. Kodak's decline was swift and brutal. By 2012, the once mighty company was bankrupt. Their failure to embrace digital photography had proved fatal. Kodak's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of clinging to the past. Kodak's downfall was not due to a lack of foresight. They had seen the future of photography, but their fear of disrupting their core business blinded them to the opportunities of innovation. They failed to understand that sometimes, to survive, you have to disrupt yourself. What could Kodak have done differently? They could have embraced their invention of the digital camera. They could have leveraged their brand and resources to become a leader in the digital world. Instead, they became a footnote in the history of technological disruption. Kodak's story is a powerful reminder that no company, no matter how dominant, is immune to the forces of change. It teaches us that to survive and thrive, businesses must be willing to adapt, innovate, and embrace the future, even if it means disrupting their own success.